it's the Midnight Raven, and today we are doing a what I sold on eBay video. So this is my hobby. Technically, with lockdown, it's become more of a part-time, full-time thing. So basically, I'm going to show you what I've sold over the weekend, which is a lot. I've sold quite a bit. Obviously, with the shops closed, everyone is buying online, especially things like makeup, homeware, things for the kids. Sales have kind of gone up. I usually sales dip after Christmas, but because we then went into a lockdown, sales have sort of evened out. So if you haven't seen my channel before, I'm the Midnight Raven, and this is my eBay reselling video. Basically, if you want to buy any stuff, you can check the link in the description. It takes you straight to my eBay page. And if you do buy something, do make sure you tell me you are a subscriber, because you do get a handwritten note if you then buy something from me and you are a subscriber. And sometimes I stick little extras in there as well. If I have some free samples or some free sachets of makeup and that, I generally send them out, as long as I know it's going to a woman. If it's a man, unfortunately, I don't really have any excess stuff for men, but if it's women, I usually put a perfume sample in there or a little sachet of makeup, depending on what I have. So yeah, do check out my eBay. It does help fund my channel, it helps my unboxings, and obviously helps with my hobbies. So let's get into the video. So today I'm not going to tell you prices. Normally I'd tell you prices and shipping. It's time sensitive. I have to get this packed, sorted, done and dusted. So we're just going to show you what I've sold. If you want to check out the rest, there is a playlist. I will link that at the bottom. So the first items I'm going to show you today that I sold were these. You saw this one last week, and then the lady asked if I could wait and package the other two up as well. So these were a trio of lip balms from Folklore. There was a strawberry one, there was an elderflower, and there was a blueberry. The tubes inside were like cardboard, and they have this pattern on with the bunny. This one has an owl pattern, and this one has the bird pattern on the actual tubes. And they have a light fragrance when you put them on your lips of the strawberry, the blueberry, and the elderflower. I bought all three of these and sold all three to the same lady. So they are perfect little, I would say stocking fillers, but it's not Christmas. Just nice little things to have in your handbag. So I sold them to the same lady. And I believe they went for a couple of quid each. I think it was £3 each, because they are really good quality lip balms. Next, I sold this. You'd have seen this in a haul. This is the Model's Own Rock and Rosie. And this was in the colour Love Struck, and it was a baked blush. This was already unpackaged. It comes like this. Just a baked blush with a little mirror, which I thought was kind of cute. Literally sold the same day I listed it, which was a really quick sale. Apparently these model own stuff are really popular at the minute, so I sold that. Next, what do we have in here? It's a surprise for me as well, because I packaged these yesterday to get ready. Next we have fashion jewellery hoop silver earrings. They've got like a kind of iridescent glitter look to them. Just silver hoops with the stud backing. These are going to a lady. Then to another lady, I sold this makeup brush from Go Professional. I'll just show you the Go Professional brush. Really cute little brush. Looks like this in the brown, and it's from Go Cosmetics. Yeah, Go Professional, and it's just a little blusher or powder brush. And I sold that. So a lot of makeup and like accessories to makeup. More makeup. I sold this Huda Beauty lip strobe in this gorgeous gold colour. Gorgeous gold. And sold that. Then to the next lady, I sold 4 different items. She had this clip that I got from my hair accessories haul. This little clip with a rose. She also bought some of the bunny bows, which I've had for a while now, but I think I've got one set left in red. So anyone that wants bunny ears for Valentine's. These are bunny ear hairbands, and I got the pink with the spots, and then these kind of pride coloured ones, and she bought them. And then also she bought a new item that I'm selling. This was the knot hairbands with the extra fabric. So as you tie that into your bun, you get the extra fabric draping, which are apparently going to be big this summer. These are what you call the new hairbands. The hairbands last year were the ones over your head, and now these ones with the bows and the drapey fabric is meant to be what's in this year, thanks to Vogue, I believe. Next, we have these Miso hair decorations. I've had these maybe 9 months, but they're all different hair decorations that go in your braids, and a lady picked them up. They are kind of good for like Coachella. Obviously, we don't have Coachella in the UK, but festivals, summer, that kind of thing. Then I sold this. This was the PS Hydrating Hyaluronic Sheet Mask. Little 15-20 minute treatment there to rehydrate your skin, which in this current climate we could do with. And I sold that. Then in this bag, I sold the McCall's sewing pattern. So I bought an entire collection of these, and I literally have like 2 left now. They've all sold, and they all come with the instructions on the back, and then inside you get the patterns and all the bits that you need, and they are fully, and then all you have to do is obviously get the fabric and everything else, but the actual patterns, the templates and everything to actually make the dress are all there, and you can make these 3 different patterns and designs. Really cool. I bought these in a great big lump sum, and I've sold all but 2 now. They've literally been flying out since lockdown. Obviously people are bored and they're doing stuff. Next, I sold a set of these. Now I've sold loads of these in the last couple of weeks. There was some, I believe, in my last video. Little cosmetics bags, and there is 5 in total, and they get smaller and smaller as you go along, so you get to the diddy one. So you have a big one, then you get a smaller one, and a smaller one, and then a smaller one, and then you get a diddy one, and you get the whole set together, which isn't a bad price. I think these went for like £2, £2.50. I was trying to get rid of them because I wanted to buy new sets for this year, different patterns for the summer, or sell them in the spring ready for holidays in the summer. And I think that was a couple of quid. Then I sold another set, again, the same thing, and inside you get a big one, and then you get a smaller one, and then another smaller one, and a smaller one, and a smaller one, and again you get the whole set when you buy it, not just the little ones individually, but you get the whole set, which apparently is brilliant, because you can stick contact lenses in one, makeup in another, brushes in another, perfumes maybe in another, and separate your makeup. Or if you have multiple members of your family, like your daughters, your nieces, nephews, whoever, you can just separate the bags. Then I sold a travel mug, and this says blah, 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 exactly the feeling right now. Just a simple travel mug, got the little hole, and then it opens inside, never been used, brand spanking new. If I can get the lid back in. Always temperamental coffee mugs, but yeah, this was a really good buy. I had another one, but it sold, and that was a red one. Next on the agenda, we sold socks. This is to the same lady I believe I sold the last lot to. She bought some more of the 12 to 3.5 girl socks. So you've got the rainbows and the rainbow stripe and the pink. And then you've got the rainbow stripe, the pink, and then you've got this yellow and blue. And then in this one, you have the yellow and blue, the rainbow, and the stripes. So they're basically the same socks, but kind of different. Each set is slightly different to the previous set, and some are the same. These two are the same. The stripes are the same. The two pinks, it's basically the same socks. Depending on if you were buying these in the shop, you'd obviously probably buy ones that you prefer. And she bought all three of these, and she bought the previous three as well, I believe. And then the last item is the heaviest out of the lot. And this was a book that I've had for a very long time, and I finally decided to part with it. And this is the Gothic Dreams Vampires. And this is basically a book of short stories, insight into the vampire alternative world, gorgeous pictures, gorgeous art, and it tells you all about vampires, the history of vampires, in literature and films, and it's a really good insight into the Gothic world and the alternative vampire romantic kind of goth, which I absolutely love. But moving into a flat, I needed more space, and some things have to go, and I decided this was one of them. And I sold that for £4, I believe. It was originally up for £6, and she offered me £4, so I just took it because I'm trying to resell more on eBay, which means I need more room. And with a small 2-bedroom place, my bedroom isn't huge, and I like to keep my eBay out of the front room where possible. But if you want to see more from me, I have a playlist down below, and if you want to buy anything off eBay, link is in the description. There is about 1,000 items on there currently. I know, a little flat, 1,000 items. Where do I put them all? Well, I will tell you, there is a video showing all my storage. If you want to see that, I will try and link that as well. But if you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up. Check me out on Instagram. I am at the Midnight Raven, and the same on Twitter. And I will see you very soon for another What Sold on eBay video. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.